Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to plant out some vegetables. So these are kales, cabbages, cauliflowers and all that. They are looking pretty lush since I've sprayed them and got rid of those white caterpillars a couple of videos ago. So we are going to plant a lot of kale over by the Jerusalem artichoke, and it's going to be kind of like the rabbit feeding corner. It's going to be some kale, some silver beet, and maybe a couple of other little bits and pieces, but a few different types of kales, that's for sure. So we're going to plant over there, and the kids are going to do some going to fill up some bags for me so I can start potting up some plants from the big greenhouse. So that's the goal at the moment. So Jasper, you probably put those pots just over there, and all those bags, we've got this compost pile over here. Well, it's actually garden mix. I bought it specifically for potting up plants. Yeah, grab the wheelbarrow and then the bag of bags, and you're going to fill up the bags with the garden mix. And then so after, we're going to put that in the greenhouse and we're going to start potting some stuff up. I already started. I've done a couple of Japanese raisin trees. I think I've done maybe 8, because I've got more seeds to plant from little plants, and so hopefully I can pot them up. But these bags are actually quite big, so hopefully I can get them to like a year or 2 old, quite established, before I actually plant them out. And I find this is the cheapest way of doing it: bulk potting mix pretty much, and growing from seeds. So yeah, what could be cheaper? Okay, so the last video you seen us kind of clear out this area. Well, this is the bed here we're going to plant kale and silver beet in. And it's pretty much going to be like the rabbit feeding bed, even though of course we're going to eat silver beet and kale, but definitely not as much as the rabbits. I want to be picking like almost every day some greens for them. So we've got our trays of a couple of different types of kales down here, and a couple of different types of silver beet. So yeah, we'll probably plant maybe 3 across and see how far we get down. So we've got it all planted. I think we've got like a kale blue, Russian kale, dino kale. I don't know if we've got a curly blue kale, dino kale, and the rest we've got just I think it's called giant silver beet. We've got heaps of other silver beet which we'll plant somewhere else, but yeah, Raven's given it a good water now, and then we're going to net it because of the white butterfly are going to lay their eggs, and little plants will just get annihilated by them, as you've seen in my greenhouse a few videos ago. So we're not taking that risk. We're going to give these a really good water, even though the sun's out. Probably not a good time to do it, but we're doing it anyway. And we'll put the net over. It'll act as a little bit of shade too, and stop all those little critters getting in. Okay, that was one garden down. It was quite cute because the kids were had this big rock on either side to keep it nice and tight, and they sort of rolled it over here, so didn't get it on video, but yeah, some things I just get to myself. But we've got that all done. Now we're going to go into the other garden, and I've got some all different types of colours cauliflowers, so we're going to go plant them, and we might plant some beans either side of them, see how we go. And then we might put a tunnel over that too, because the white butterflies are going to get that as well. So this is our next destination. I weeded just a little bit, especially at the end. Kikuyu is coming in there, but there's just a few tiny weeds in here, but it's not too bad. I haven't weeded it for like a month. So we're going to plant first the cauliflowers, and we're going to plant them in the middle, and then after we'll plant the dwarf beans. Someone's getting all excited about planting the beans. We're doing that after the middle ones, all those ones over there. So I'm going to go through with the dibber, and then you guys can plant them behind me, and then we can plant the beans, okay? Then we'll put another net over it too. So me and the kids have got some white netting over here, and we've got all different types of cauliflowers and some broccoli flower. It's like a green cauliflower mixed with the broccoli. See how we go anyway. Got them all going through the middle, pretty much cauliflowers, and then we've got dwarf beans on the outside. Experiment. We're a bit late in the season, but we'll just see how it goes. The kids are going to get some wire to do that so it doesn't all blow off. And we have one more thing we want to plant down here, which is just down here where we used to plant peas, but we've given up because it's failed twice now. It's not working. We used to have a big pea trellis here a while ago, but we're going to just plant lettuce all in here. I'll keep away from that grass for now. That needs a whole weeding out that. So there's supposed to be an asparagus bed over there. Yeah, not looking good. All of this needs like a perimeter weeding, and somehow I've got to figure out how to stop it from coming in so it's easier to manage. But yeah, kids are going to get the wire. I'm going to plant this lettuce. Okay, so we've just finished planting the lettuce. It's all butter crunch. We've got to remember, we've got to put the other lettuce away, guys, back in the greenhouse. The ones that we didn't use, because we'll end up planting them somewhere else.
You know those white caterpillars?
Yeah, they won't get that lettuce though. They don't like lettuce. They seem to only like brassicas. Was there one on there?
Right now.
Okay, maybe I don't know everything, but we're not going to cover it anyway. Needs a little bit more water, but I think we've achieved a lot. We've planted the cauliflowers, we've planted the lettuces, we've planted the kales and the silver beets. We do have more to plant, like this bed here, got to be all planted out. Look at all these white caterpillars, white butterflies, they're crazy. And we've got this bed down here, and eventually it's either going to be like probably peas and maybe broad beans up on the trellis. Haven't quite got that far yet, but these are sprouting broccolis. These are the purple variety, so they should be coming on pretty soon, I'm hoping. But we're going to go up. We're going to have some afternoon tea. I'm not sure if we're going to have time to come back down today, but we'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I'll just catch you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, it's the next day. You might see some blue skies back there, but if you look the other way over here, it's actually raining. It's actually raining right now. So I've got some minions coming down that owe me a couple of hours work. They either left some stuff outside or left the water on overnight, so they've got to come and work for me for a few hours. So they're not doing it out of the kindness of their own heart, they're doing it because they owe me. But what we're going to do is we might do some more planting, but I've got some seeds down here, and we've got some potting up to do that. Jasper put some compost in some bags yesterday, and we've got to up pot some stuff in the greenhouse, so we're going to get that to the greenhouse. They're going to fill up some more bags, and yeah, it's pretty much just getting our tropical fruit ready for our food forest for in a year or two, because I really want to get them a lot bigger than they are, a lot more established. So the kids are yet to arrive. Hopefully they do end up coming down. Cross my fingers, because I do need the help. This is what I've been potting up the other day. So these are my Japanese raisins, and these are how big the pots are. They're just plastic bags, but I've gone from this to that. So yeah, all the roots at the bottom, I want them to keep growing, keep getting big, and I do want them to get quite big before I actually plant them out. So I at least want them a year old. And no, I don't plan on selling any at this stage. This is all for our food forest, and like we're obviously just going to keep making new food forests as we go. So yeah, we're a bit crazy, but not all of these will actually survive out there planting. It's clay soil, so it's not the best of soil, but yeah, we're trying to give them the best head start they can. So I'm going to pot these up, and then hopefully by then the kids will come and they can get planting on some seeds. Okay, I now have some minions to help me. I've got more than I bargained for. I haven't got Matilda, but I've got Theo and I've got Raven. So that's awesome.
I can do Matilda's hours of work.
Okay. I've got this tray here. I need all these little pots down there filled up with the dirt. I need the same bags you done the other day filled up with dirt. I need all these pots filled up with dirt. So if you guys can do all that, that'll be awesome.
So that me.
Pretty much filling heaps of pots with dirt.
So I'm gonna do Matilda's hours of work. No, you're not. Yeah.
Now Matilda's here, look.
Hey Matilda, if you bring down your balloon of confetti, we can pop it.
Matilda's not feeling that great, so we'll see how she goes. She doesn't have to work that hard if she doesn't need to. How are you feeling?
Same as before. Come on, let's fill these containers up.
Okay guys, we've got them all in. I'm going to pot them up because it's a bit of a big person job. You guys are going to plant some more seeds. So I've just put all the Japanese raisin over there. I think there's about 14 of them. And we've filled up the trays again. So you guys are going to poke a hole and put 2 of these Japanese raisins seeds in there. So
in each one.
we can have more. Yeah. And I'm going to keep potting up the chirimoya. I've got about quite a few of them to pot up. Okay guys, maybe just need 1 bucket for now, but see all this over here, that's all okra. They were kind of, if those ones failed, they were my backups, they've died. So all of those small trays up there, you guys can empty them into here and then put the pots in there because we're going to be using the pots to plant some other stuff. So yeah, so just empty them out, put them in there.
With the okra in it?
Yeah, just empty the whole thing in the bucket. Yep. Okay, these guys are, we're going to got some more of these trays down here, and we're going to plant a whole heap more chirimoyas from seed, even though we're like potting up like 30 of them. Can never have enough, right? We might end up selling some of these when they get bigger, but we'll see what happens. So you guys know what you're doing? All good? Yeah?
Yeah, because
cool.
We did this before. So.
I've just come in the greenhouse and they've planted the white potatos all in those pots there, and then they've got more white potatos over there, so it's quite a lot of white potatoes. I don't know if they're all going to come up or not. We probably left them too long without putting them in a wet paper towel, but thank you Faye for the fruit and the seeds. It is truly appreciated, and thank you guys. That is 2 hours of hard labor, so thank you guys. High five for your hard work. High five for your hard work. Very nice. So you guys can go up top, and I'm going to just stay here, finish doing what I'm doing, and you guys can come back down later on and do some more hours work. Okay, so since you guys are leaving the video, let's see what you got to say.
Matilda out. Jesper out.
So I've decided to go up with the kids. I'll meet you guys back down here in a few hours. So me and Enzo down here, we just came down, and our full intentions are to go and pick some vegetables for dinner, and I've got to cut some more banana grass and tithonia that I've sold. But just as I was going in the garden, I could hear a pig over here, and the pigs are normally well away from here. Well, they were in this duck pen over here, and you can guess what they were doing. Pig was standing on those old beehives and it's having a right old feed out of that bin. So this bin, they keep tipping over and helping themselves quite a bit lately, and that's probably why they're so fat. But now they've pretty much got it so they don't fall out. They've got like free access. So he's pretty smart. He tipped it over in a way that he can get to it. But what's not smart is they're going to eat all the chicken food, and they shouldn't be eating it anyway. They're that fat that they get all the scraps. Our two little males and mama, they get all the scraps and they get extra pig food. The rest of them just live off grass basically and peaches. But yeah, it was the one time I had the camera with me. I could have went and videoed all this, because Enzo came over here and is running around like crazy around the pen, because I didn't even know how the pig got in, but the pig couldn't get out, and Enzo was going around, so I put it down, and then Enzo came out. He chased him all the way up to back to home. So that's crazy, but I'm still grateful that the pig hasn't found the garden yet. So that's one thing that's good out of this situation. But anyway, me and Enzo are going to do what we were supposed to do and go pick some vegetables for dinner. Okay, the first thing I've been sent down to get is eggplants. So I'm going to fill up my basket with eggplants, and then I'll grab some other stuff. So next up is capsicum. I've been trying to let them colour, like I'm pretty sure these are a yellow variety. There's an orange and a red, but we don't actually, I don't find they're a lot different flavour anyway. So, and we need them. So we're going to just pick as much as I can for a meal anyway. So I'll probably pick like maybe 5, I reckon. Better for the plant too. Maybe can get a bit bigger, even though it's getting pretty late in the season. And there's one that's got a little bit of colour, but it's got a little bit of rot, but the wife should be able to use that a little bit anyway. And I think with that, should be the last one. There's plenty more down here, but at least it'll give the ones a little bit of a chance to ripen. Now she also wants some carrots, which we have a lot of at the moment. This is the first year we've like really been successful with carrots. I guess it's like the first year where it hasn't been like bucketing down with rain. Some are smaller, some are bigger. I find if you kind of push them down and then pull them up, they don't tend to break on you. So that one's broken, but I didn't have a head of it to pull out of, so yeah, I'd say that one's not my fault. So whoever's done it before me, probably the kids. Now I don't know how much she wants, but I'm guessing for one meal it's a little bit. What do you reckon? That's enough? Oops. I'll say 2 more so I don't have to come back down again. Okay, that should be enough. So we're also going to pick a lot of okra. There's a lot of stink bugs I've noticed on the okra. So yeah, these guys are going to town with all the vegetables. But we don't actually like the okra that much. I think the last 2 seasons we haven't minded it, but it's got a very slimy texture. But I've actually been selling it this year, using it as like a bit of a cash crop, and it's been doing very good. So I'm very happy with it. But I think next year I'm thinking of planting sweet potato all in here instead of the okra. We'll plant the okra somewhere else, but we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I'm going to fill this basket with okra. Maybe a good 500 grams okra there, not bad. And nothing like a couple of zucchini to finish her off. Machete time. I'm going to probably chop most of this down, chop and drop anyway. There's an apple tree hidden in there, It's all going to be mulch for that, plus material that I've already sold. And I might do the banana grass right beside it. Pretty much nice chop and drop. Now that is a stack of mulch, banana grass and tithonia, and that's a good like 12 inches thick right there. That'll break down and it'll feed this apple tree quite nicely.
Just as well the gates is wide.
So as you can see, these are like electrical cable rounds. Got them free from work. Bit of a mission, but I'm hoping to get another maybe 3 eventually. But it's just for the goats, for a bit of a playground for now anyway. Yeah, eventually maybe we can have some on their side and then have some ramps going up to other ones or something like that. But yeah, for now it's a cool little playground.
You guys are already starting to like it.
So it's getting pretty late now, so we're going to leave the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and remember to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Look out.